Good evening, everyone. Hey, it's Greg. I'm waiting on Jay to get up here in the booth. We are here. It's a beautiful night at North Gateway Stadium. And here comes the Pride of Highland marching band to play the national anthem and the alma mater. It's the Highland Hornets, 9-2, versus North Ridgeville Rangers, 8-3. Second round of the playoffs, folks. This will be our last home game, no matter what, this year. So Jay and I are happy to be back here with you on the live stream. Big shout out again for our friends at J. Grandy Jewelers for sponsoring us this week, along with the Highland Athletic Boosters. We've got our normal crew here tonight, which is awesome. Eric, Brian, Andrew, Nate's on the camera. Eric C's down on the field with the camera. It should be a lot of fun. And here comes the band, and I'll be back after that.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand if you are able and uncover for the playing of our national anthem, and then remain standing for the Highland High School alma mater.
Okay, we're back. Thanks to the Pride of Highland Marching Band there for the national anthem, the alma mater. Jay is back now. As I mentioned before, we've got the 9-2 Highland Hornets here at home against the North Ridgeville Rangers. They're 8-3. I think we got everything rocking and rolling this week, folks. The graphics and the whole team is back on board, so we should have a good night, including Michael C. down there. Jay is with me now. And we're waiting for the team still. I see North Ridgeville just next to the locker room. Again, I want to thank quickly J. Grandy Jewelers for sponsoring us again this week, along with the Highland Athletic Boosters. I'll talk about J. Grandy Jewelers. We really appreciate John and his wife's support of the program. There you go. There's their phone number. I'll talk about their locations, one in Worcester, the other at River Styx in Medina. I'll talk about them a bit later. I think the Hornets are getting ready. Jay, I see the cheerleaders and the parent tunnel. So the big thing for me tonight, Jay, is we just came off the big win against Midview, and the thing I'm a little bit worried about is this North Ridgeville team lost to Midview.
Right.
So I'm hoping we don't have that in the back of our heads.
Sure.
Right?
Sure. Yeah, and I think you look at the schedule that they've played, and they've won some tough games. They've lost a couple games that I would think that they didn't expect to, and like we said last week, though, you got to throw the records out the window on a game like tonight. Throw the records out the window. You've got to be sharp. You've got to do what you're supposed to do, and take care of business. Right.
I mean, they play in a tough conference. Avon Lake, right? They're Elyria. They're playing some decent. I think Olmsted is in that.
They are.
League also, right?
Berea Mid-Park.
So so they saw some good teams this year, right?
Correct.
Yeah. The good thing for the Hornets is we are very healthy at this point, too, right, Jay?
Yeah, and I think that has been huge with, there's a couple key injuries there kind of in the middle of the season, and get those guys healthy and back and fully up and running and, ready for this time of year, this football.
North Ridgeville's on the sideline and still waiting on the Hornets. The big thing for me tonight, Jay, as I watched some film, I know you did too, I think it's going to be it's in the trenches this week. I mean, there's some skill players on both sides of the ball. But really, it's going to be a battle of the linemen tonight.
Yeah, and I think that's football 101, right? You're going to win it in the trenches. And I think the interesting thing is looks like the Hornets are close to coming out here. But the interesting thing with North Ridgeville is, they run their tailbacks. Got, Zach Barnhart's got 661 yards on the season. But their tight end / H-back / whatever you want to call him, Charlie Steinmetz, they run a lot of counters and things like that from the wing. He's got 998 rushing yards from that position and 11 touchdowns.
Yeah, there come the Hornets, led by Coach Gibbons. Yeah, and going to that, they, from what I saw in film, they have two huge guards, two offensive guards that are huge guys. They follow them a lot. They'll double pull them. They'll run counters with them, traps. So that's going to be the thing to watch tonight as you watch this game, folks. When you see a North Ridgeville lineman pulling, that's probably where the ball is going. And hopefully, I'm sure Coach Meyer spent some time on that this week.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And, it always makes me feel good with Waddell and Zywick there in the defensive tackle positions. They're both smart players. They're both physical players that you don't have to worry about over pursuit from those guys very often. So if those guys stay disciplined and they follow those guards and they take them to the football, I think Highland's in good shape tonight.
All right, we got about 2 minutes to the kickoff here. Andrew, you ready to rock and roll? He's back this week. He's ready, folks. The laptop is working this week. Let me give another shout-out quickly to John Grandy and his wife. The infamous, as he says. I say famous. He says infamous. Mrs. Grandy teaches over at Hinckley there. But 2 locations for J. Grandy Jewelers, one in the Bueller's Plaza, Medina, the other in Worcester. We'll talk a little bit about the specifics of what John does, but it's basically anything you can think about with jewelry. So thanks again to them. The Hornets are coming out. Looks like it's the return team, Jay.
Yeah, North Ridgeville won the toss and deferred. Hornets elected to receive, and North Ridgeville will be kicking off to start the
I'm a little worried. I see Luke Berkmeyer out there on the field. Does somebody warn Michael C., please? That's a long-running joke for us this season, folks. We'll try to get that photo up later. It's Casey Miser, though, and Matt Syriak back deep for the Hornets. They're kicking right to left tonight, folks. Number 4 will be kicking for North Ridgeville. That's Austin DeShazo. Did I say that incorrectly, as I always do, Jay?
Say it with confidence. We'll go
Yeah,
with it.
well, yeah. It looks like he's got a cast on.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he's clubbed up tonight.
Yeah.
So, obviously, a little injury there, but it's awesome to find a way to get him on the field. He's also one of their starting linebackers, so obviously one of their more versatile players.
All right, so here we go, folks. I hope you enjoy the broadcast. Here's the opening kickoff from North Ridgeville. It's a squib to the right. It's picked up. That's Miser. Stays on the sideline.
I'll tell you what, that was a well-executed squib off the foot. I thought it might get out of bounds, but it just kind of hugged that sideline, forced Casey to.
Yeah, I think Casey was thinking, should I let this keep
Right.
rolling, right? But
Right.
at that point, the ball was on him.
You get there into no man's land, you got to pick it up and go, and he's able to get it out to about the 23-yard line.
Using our strategy there a little bit against us, right,
Yeah.
Jay? We try to always kick away from the so they're going to start at about the 23, it looks like. 1st and 10 for the Hornets. They come out in the slot to the right. Syriac will be split by himself to the left. Miser's in the backfield behind Janicus, and here we go. It's Miser off the left guard. He gets a nice hole. He's into the secondary, breaking some tackles. Big gain there for Casey. That's a good start, Jay.
It was a really good start. Nice to see the offensive line right away getting a hat on a hat and moving those sticks after the first play.
About a 14, what was that, about 15-yarder? 15-yarder, thank you, Andrew. It's a great start, right?
Yeah, North Ridgeville coming out in their 3-3 stack. Kind of an interesting defense to get a couple extra athletes on the field, relying on those 3 down linemen to eat up the blocks.
Hornets come out with 3 to the right, 1 to the left. That's Silico across the formation. He's got the ball on the sweep. He's got great blocking on that left-hand side, and that's a good for another first down.
He is a little slow to get up.
Johnny, he's back up now. He's limping a little bit. Ugh. That's unfortunate. Johnny had been injured, what, was it 2 weeks ago, Jay?
Yes.
Twisted his ankle a little
Yeah,
bit.
I think it was in the 3rd quarter of the Aurora game.
Yeah, they're gonna have to sub him out. That's Kyle Williams coming in for Silico, number 9. North Ridgeville fans will try to get some more numbers there. I had a little trouble there. That was into your sideline for the tackle. It's 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Straight drop, throws quick to Syriac on the left side.
Just a quick out there on the sideline. Nice job by Peyton, in and out of his hand.
I think that was Carter Clark on the coverage there for North Ridgeville. That's a good one to start Peyton on, right?
Yeah, and I tell you, I've been so proud of him and his growth as the season has progressed. 58 for 100 on the season, 892 yards, 11 touchdowns. And we've seen a lot of success in that quick game.
It's a handoff to Miser off the left guard again. Yeah, he's going to be a little bit short, I think. It's 45 on the tackle there. That's Jeremy Michael for North Ridgeville. It's going to be 3rd and about 2. Played that one a little better than the first one.
Yeah, it was a nice job there. Jeremy Michael from his defensive end position, able to keep Casey Miser from moving the chains for the Hornets.
Two to the left, 1 to the right. There's motion across the formation, but it's a handoff to Miser up the middle. And they're pushing. I think they're going to mark him short,
yeah,
Jay.
I agree.
Yeah, he looks like he's about a half yard short. So clock is running. It's about 10:20. It is. It's going to be. They're saying he lost. Well, I'm looking at the yard markers. That can't be right. He didn't lose any yards there.
It's almost exactly 1 yard to go.
All right, 4th and 1.
Hornets bringing in the heavy package.
Yep. That means Zywick, I believe.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Miser in the backfield. Syriac splits to the right. Shondell on the wing to the left. Zywick in as the tight end. That's Miser, and he dives forward.
I believe that he got there. Looks like they're going to spot him right about the.
Yeah, that's a first down. He's motioning here. All right. So a 4th down conversion. That's big.
Yeah, nice job there by the North Ridgeville defense.
Yeah, really 3 plays in a row there, right?
Right.
You know, we only needed a couple of yards.
After a couple big gains on the first 2 plays of the game.
So it's 1st and 10. We're at the North Ridgeville 40 now. It's Turk, Shondell, and it looks like Silico's back in, I think, Jay, to the right. That's Miser off the left tackle. It's only going to gain a couple there again, Jay.
Yeah, North Ridgeville defense doing a nice job.
That was 45 again, Jeremy Michael.
I mean, that's 3 yards, but that's a tough 3 yards.
Well, they've got 7 in the box there, Jay, right?
Yeah.
And they are tight to the line.
They are. They keep those safeties, you know, inside of 10 yards from the line of scrimmage.
3 to the right again, 1 to the left, straight drop. It's again the out to Syriac. Another good throw.
Nice catch and throw.
Yeah, nice on-time pass there from Peyton Janicus.
And I think that, you know, this is probably a situation where if this is what North Ridgeville is gonna force you to do early, Coach Gibbons has made that decision. We're willing to put the ball in the air to the sidelines in our quick game.
Yeah, Carter Clark again there on the coverage for Ridgeville. So it's about the clock stopped 8:33 here in the first quarter. It's 1st and 10. We're now at the North Ridgeville 28. Single to the left, 2 to the right, plus the wing. That's straight up the middle.
A lot more decisive on that carry by Casey. Yeah. He hit that hole hard.
Right.
Full head of steam.
That's a nice gain on 1st down, right?
Yeah, you pick up 8 on 1st down, 8.5.
So it's going to be 2nd and 7, I think. The clock's running just a little bit over 8 minutes left. Slot to the right, single to the left. It's out to Silico on the right. He's got a block there. And that's a pretty good tackle. It's number 11. Brett Leinerth with the tackle for North Ridgeville. And
Johnny
Silico is hobbled again. Yeah, it looks like his ankle again.
Yeah, he got the way he got tackled, got kind of twisted around there. And
so clock's running. We're inside 8 minutes. It's 1st and 10 now. We're on the 17. Syriac split wide to the left by himself, slot to the right. It's keeper by Janicus. He's following Miser, but a nice play there by Ridgeville. Number 20. Switch sides there. That's Carter Clark again.
That was an outstanding play. You know, Hornets just trying to go quarterback power, trying to get numbers on that side, but
yeah, they did a nice job kind of stringing it out, and then Clark came up, with some force.
Clark did a nice job of shedding a block, and
no gain on that play.
Put a big hit on Peyton Janicus there. Good for about a half-yard gain.
Okay, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Miser in the backfield. It's Miser over the right-hand side, just putting his head down.
A little better push that time by that right side of the offensive line. Make it 3rd and manageable here.
3rd and 4, it looks like. Clock's running, 6:30 left in the first. Yeah, Silico is still down with the trainer. Trips to the left, single to the right. Miser in the backfield. It's a nice little screen. Yeah.
Just a quick little swing pass and had the blockers out front. Casey did a nice job securing the pass, getting upfield. Another outstanding first drive of the game by the Hornets. That's kind of become a weekly theme, getting on the board first with that first possession.
I think that was Brody Davis out in front of him. I thought I saw 75, John Pavlock, but I'm not sure he was in on that play. But here's Carson Kwiatkowski for the kick. You do not think so?
No.
And it's up. That's good. Is there a penalty there? They hit. Looks like they hit either Carson or the holder. Ridgeville did trying to block it, but it's 7-0. 6:05 left in the first quarter. Here's a replay of the touchdown.
Yeah, that was Ben Coyne and Brady Bendow from their right tackle and right guard positions out there leading the way on that.
Yeah, nice little chip at the line, and then they got out in front. That was a nice. I don't remember seeing that play.
No, it was a
year.
well-designed little, that's a quick wide receiver screen, or I'm sorry, running back screen there to the short side of the field.
Looks like 20, 24, and 8 are deep. Carter Clark, Joey Wilson, and Andrew Ennis, I believe, are the 3 deep men. Alex Curtis will be kicking for the Hornets. .605, Hornets 7, Rangers 0. It's a squib. That's a little bit shorter than I thought they wanted, really.
Good job on the coverage, though.
That was 87. Sean Murphy, who picked up that ball. Again, they squibbed it a lot last week. That one wasn't very deep, though, Jay. I don't know what Alex was doing there. Yeah. Got to call it, I got to call it square, right? They're out at the 38. That's not a great starting position. I don't think Coach Gibbons will be happy with that one. 6:01, the clock is stopped.
I'm sure Dad will let him know about it tonight.
Well, I'll ask him what happened. I won't tell him what happened. Brendan Watchhorn is in the shotgun.
Little play action. He decides to keep it.
Yep, he goes up. He gained a few yards there. Looked like Sambor and Shondell brought him down. That's the thing to keep an eye on tonight, folks, as you saw in that play. A lot of misdirection from the Rangers in their offense.
Yes.
Like that looked like a trap or a counter, and then the quarterback still got it. So they've got slots on both sides of the ball, one running back. It's a straight drop. He's not open, and now he throws it away.
Just tried to run a couple quick slants, and Hornets were all over that. Just nowhere to go with the football.
Andrew Ennis was in the area, but he was well covered. So now it's 3rd and 6 at the 42.
Keep an eye on number 6, Charlie Steinmetz here.
Tight trips to the right, and they've got twins to the left. There's 6 in motion. It's a pitch to him. The Hornets smell it out. It's a good play there.
Yeah, it's perfectly played. Looked like Shondell.
Sambor, I think, was out there, too. He made the first contact.
Jack Capitosto in on that stop as well.
Yeah, they were ready for that one.
Well, and I know we've talked about it a lot this year. This Highland defense is really hard to get wide on. They've just got so much team speed, even on a quick pitch like that with a man in motion.
Syriac's back deep for the punt. It's 88 that kicked it. Oh, boy. Yeah, Matt picked that up late.
Yeah, got to attack the football a little bit.
81 and 6 on the tackle. Charlie Steinmetz. Finley Keller was the kicker. Yeah, don't like him picking it up that late, right? We've got 2 guys right on top of him. But we get it, we get him out of there and get back on offense. 4:39, the clock is stopped. Miser's coming back in the backfield. I'm looking to see. I don't see Johnny Silicos, so they're working on him on the bench. Single to the right, single to the left. Miser behind Janicus. There's motion. It's a fake there, and then they hand it to Miser. He hits the hole and makes a nice spin move there, Jay.
Boy, man, one man away.
That was 81, Xavier Compton on the tackle.
Like seeing Casey a little bit more decisive these last 4 or 5 carries he's had.
Yeah, instead of trying to pick the hole, right?
Yeah.
Just hit the hole.
Get up in there and go.
Clock is running, a little over 4 minutes left here in the first. The Hornets are out to their 28-yard line. It's Miser again off the right side, and he was met right away.
Picks up about 3. That'll move the sticks.
That was 45 again, Jeremy Michael.
This north of the Ridgeville defensive line is physical. They've done a nice job.
Shane Osborne in the middle there. They are, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? He is a big man.
Well, it's
big
just,
young man, right?
Well, they're making it really hard on the offensive line to get to the linebackers. They're freeing those linebackers up.
It's a play action. He's looking long. Yeah. That was Syriac. Syriac broke it off. He was actually double covered though too, Jay.
Yeah, that was probably a good incompletion.
So Janicus threw it long, but Syriac broke it off kind of like a post more, and that's incomplete. So it's 2nd and 10. They're on their own 31. It's a great night out here, folks. It's around 50 degrees probably. No rain. I say that, but
I was
then
going to
last
say,
week,
every time we say it,
I
it
know.
starts raining. So I was,
Here we go.
no more announcers.
There's the
curses.
motion. Keeps it off the right tackle, makes a nice cut, falls forward.
Another really nice read there.
It looked like that was Brett Leinerth and Caden Reed on the tackle.
Jeremy Michael from that defensive end position came in and made a tackle on the fake. So a nice read there by Peyton Janicus. Pick it up 9 and making it 3rd and very manageable here.
So Turk's out to the right, Syriac to the left, 2 guys on the wing. That's Miser. He's going on the left end. It's going to be fall forward for the first.
Yep.
That was number 4, Austin DeShazo. I recognize him because of the club. That's awesome that he's able to play with that, I guess, right?
Hey,
that's
man,
tough from a linebacker spot with one hand, though.
It is, but
Miser just came off. Did Evan Grant come on?
yes, he did.
Okay. So Evan Grant's now in the backfield.
Tyler Paragord on the stop. From that outside linebacker spot, he read that thing immediately, triggered on it.
Yeah, that's a big loss. 4 yards there. 2nd and 14 now.
I like the way this Ridgeville defense plays. You know, that 3-3, you've got a lot of options. You're always bringing pressure, and they're mixing their pressure up. Coming outside from the C gaps, coming inside into the A gaps.
Slot to the right, single to the left. Evan Grant in the backfield. Play action. Too far. That was for Turk.
That was well covered again. Xavier Compton on the coverage, number 81.
Couldn't see what happened to Syriac there. He might have fallen down just as he came over the H. I don't know if Peyton was looking for him and then went to the sideline, but so 3rd and 14 now. The clock is stopped. 1:20 here in the first quarter. Syriac split wide to the right here in the slot, or outside the slot. Play action, blitz. Good pick up of the blitz, and a great throw.
That's a really well thrown ball.
That's Syriac. That's 12 on the tackle. Caden Reed. If we can get a replay of that, I want to see the pickup of the blitz there, Jay.
Yeah, there is a flag down.
Oh, way in the backfield. He's calling them back. Yep. He's bringing it back. Oh, that is a killer.
Going to have a hold on the Hornets.
Maybe I don't want to see the pickup of the blitz. Maybe that was the hold. Right, buddy? That was a great throw from Peyton.
You know, that was such a nice job of stepping up to avoid that pressure and putting a ball on the money.
That is huge. So now it's 3rd and 25. Let's see.
Yep.
Yeah. We're all the way back to our own 29. 1:10 left here. Trips to the right. Comes the blitz again. Janikis, it's a draw. Picks the left side. He got a great block. Stayed in bounds and then got forced out by number 22 there.
Really nice pickup. If nothing else, you know, give the punt team a chance to flip the field.
Right. Yep. I was just going to say that. Yeah. So that picked up about 15 yards there, Andrew. Is that correct? 16 yards on that run. That was a nice play.
Tommy Turkin to punt, averaging 35.6 yards per punt this year. He's done a really nice job.
I think that's Carter Clark back. Nice high punt.
A little short.
Needs a good bounce.
Let it roll.
All right. Picked up by Sanborn, down at the 29, it looks like. 52 seconds left.
Well, defense gets another shot at it here.
All right. Austin Young is split wide right with trips for Ridgeville, single to the left. It's a handoff inside.
Zach Barnhart.
That was Zywick with the tackle. Clock's running inside 40 seconds.
Six foot, 200 pounds, Zach Barnhart.
Yeah, I saw him in the warm-up. I was down on the field. Looks a lot like Casey Miser. There's a little counter. Well, I'll tell you what, Chase Crutchley just saved a touchdown there.
He did, and you know, I know watching film on these guys this week, we are going to see that a lot tonight. And you know, this defense, you have got to be disciplined. You have to stay in your gap, do your job. If you get nosy, that's when they can make you pay for it.
Let's see if they get the playoff here. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's the end of the first quarter, folks. So at the end of the first quarter, it's Hornets 7, North Ridgeville 0. Give a shout out here to Jay Grandy Jewelers. Again, John and his wife are both members of the Highland community. She teaches 2nd grade at Granger Elementary. They have 2 locations, Jay, Worcester and Medina. They specialize in diamond and bridal jewelry, all popular and traditional styles. They create many one-of-a-kind pieces, so if you have something in mind, stop into the shop, one of the shops, and see if they can help you out. They also repair and buy unwanted jewelry. It's, again, a family-owned store, family-owned and operated, actually, because Highland graduate Emily manages the Medina location. John says they take pride in their shopping experience. It's fun, professional, and affordable. Stop by and say hello if you love to meet new friends. Go Hornets. Thank you again, John, and the infamous Mrs. Grandy. All right, Jay, a pretty good start there for us in the first quarter.
Yeah, I think, certainly defensively have done a nice job, and offensively moving the football, and really, one key penalty kind of killed that last drive, but so far so good, I would say.
All right, here we go to the second quarter, folks. And right off the bat, something is wrong.
Did not have the chains set correctly.
Okay.
Got that
so it's
squared away.
first and 10. Ridgeville on their own 43. There's motion across. That's 6, but it's a handoff. Met in the backfield. Nice job by the Hornets there, Jay.
Yeah, really nice job. I couldn't tell who the first man was there. I know Carson Noonan had him wrapped up around his legs.
That might have been Capitosto, I think, but somebody made some initial contact to slow him down and then some nice penetration by the rest of the line. Clock's running, 11:30 left in the second. It's 2nd and 10 now. For North Ridgeville, 2 is split to the right, 17 to the left. It's the counter. Hornets do a nice job again.
Yeah. And like you were saying before the game, both those guards coming this way. The football's coming this way, regardless of what's going on in the backfield. If you stay disciplined, read your keys, and follow those guards, they're going to take you to the football.
Noonan, Waddell, I think Sam or Jack Howard in on that one. Really nice job there, a loss of 2. So it's 3rd and 12, inside 11 minutes. Ball's back to just inside the 41 for North Ridgeville. Little change in the formation here. They go the bunch to the left. It's play action. It's a boot. He's looking, and that's a great play.
A great play.
That was Jack
Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done a nice job in coverage from that linebacker position all year long.
Yep, he read that one well, right?
He did.
Yeah.
And, you know, a quick little play action and a nice job getting to his curl flat zone there. And
bootleg there with 2 guys running the out. There was one a little bit deeper, but he was well covered too.
Yeah,
so this is going to force a punt.
Had a backside post over the top too. So they had 3 options on that play, but Hornets did a nice job getting them all covered up.
Syriac's back at about his own 25. It's a kicking. He just needs to get away from that.
What a
roll. Roll all the way to the 20. Matt's mad, but he's mad about that, but that's the right play. Number 20 downs at Carter Clark. 10:30, the clock is stopped here in the second.
So as both of these rosters kind of get settled into the game, it's always interesting to see what kind of adjustments are going to be made. I would have to think Highland is pretty happy with what they've seen in the passing game so far offensively.
Yeah, we've had some guys open, right?
Yes, and Peyton's thrown a couple really nice balls. So
Casey Miser's back in. Turk is to the right on the wing. It's Miser off the right guard. That's a nice play again. That was number 1. Carson Mattis came from his linebacker spot, caught Casey around the ankles. So it'll be 2nd and 7.
this linebacker group are active players for North Ridgeville.
3 to the left for Highland. Turk. I can't see who the third is, but there's the motion across. Janicus keeps it with a nice hole.
Another good read.
That was 11 on the tackle, Brett Leinerth. Nice game, though. That'll move the chains. 1st and 10 now. They're out to the 31. Clock's running inside 9:40. Down there talking to the defense, Jay. They're looking at something on the – got the whole defense together down here.
Yep.
So 3 to the left again. Turk and Shondell. Miser's the lone running back. And he overthrew him there, but they were well covered again.
Yep.
That was Miser, but he was well covered by number 4, Austin DeShazo.
Yeah. Really well covered across the board there.
I think
I do see Johnny Silico back in the game
He is back
again.
in there. Yeah, he was the motion back on that play.
New tape job, and let's roll.
I think Caleb McKean just came in. I think Turk came off, and or excuse me, Shondell came off, and Caleb McKean came in as the tight end. Syriac split to the left here by himself. Miser's in the backfield. It's a handoff to Miser off the left guard. He finds a little hole and bounces. There's a flag in again, though.
Down.
11 and 81 on the tackle that time. Xavier Compton, Brett Leinerth. Oh, there's the defense with the coach down there, Coach Meyer, I'm sure. Something on the holding again, Jay? Did he signal?
Yes.
Another big penalty, because that was a nice gain. So it's going to be 2nd and 19. Clock's running inside 9 minutes. Slot to the left, slot to the right. Miser's in the backfield. It's a blitz. It's a quick hitch out to the right. That was Silico.
Another nice throw and catch.
Picked up a few yards there.
Still going to bring a 3rd and 16. You know, this offense isn't built to play from behind the sticks, you know.
Right,
so
right. Yeah.
A couple of these penalties they can be real tough.
Slot both sides again. Straight drop back. Looks over the middle. That's a oh. That was Silico, I believe, but the ball was well behind him.
Yeah, and I think he had kind of broken open between those safeties.
I think it was 81 there, Jay. Xavier Compton. Yeah, he was open. Just thrown well behind him there. I don't know if he was expecting him to sit down or.
See if Tommy can get off a good punt here. Another nice high one.
Good high one.
And that's going to be catch interference.
He sure waved late for that, and now there's some extracurricular with the ball. 11 picked up the ball, but I believe that was Brett Leinerth, but made some contact there. It was a really late fair catch signal.
It was late, but those guys are protected, so.
So 8:21, the clock is stopped. So that is going to move the ball past midfield all the way to the Highland 45. Is that the replay?
Yes. Yeah, he's running up to catch this thing as well.
Yeah.
But you got to have your eyes on the.
It's a handoff on the left-hand side. There's a bunch of Hornets in there. Jack Howard, while we were on the replay there. Sorry about that, folks. So he gained Barnhart gained about 3 on that play.
So defense got to step up here.
Yeah, down to the 42 now of Hornets. It's 7:54 and running. 2nd and 7.
Pulled that backside guard again.
Yep, nice hole there. That was Jack Howard on the tackle, but it was a big pickup there.
And just a simple, bringing that guard across to kick out the defensive end. Everybody's blocking down. You get up through that hole. Got one man to beat at that point.
Yep, 1st and 10 now at the 23. Clock's running, 7:30.
There they go again.
That's number 8. Yep, he's got a huge hole. He's in. He wasn't even touched, Jay. That was Andrew Ennis.
Again, really well blocked, and this team, they are very, very good with their blocking schemes. And I know, the biggest thing that you've got to do as a defender is you have to do your job. You got to concentrate on your job.
Right.
You cannot get out of position because you never know when that football's coming back your way.
Sean Murphy's holding. Austin DeShazo in to kick. And it's good.
Just snuck it in there.
So it's 7-7, folks. 7:18 left
Here's a
here.
replay up. You're going to see this left guard pulling across,
Oh, it was a
kicking
double
out.
handoff. They handed it off to 6.
Yes.
That was Charlie Steinmetz, and then he handed it back to 8.
And again, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, you know,
Yep.
I saw that. I don't know what they call it now. Used to they called it a scissors play or something to that effect. But as a defender, you've got a gap responsibility. You have to stay home and do your job. If you get your eyes in the backfield,
Right.
that's when you get yourself in
Following
trouble.
Steinmetz is what
Correct.
you're saying, right?
Correct.
Instead of playing that gap.
Play your gap. Wait for the football to come to you. Trust your teammates to do their job.
Miser and Syriac are back deep. Ridgeville's kicking left to right now. This will be DeShazo with the kick. So the clock stopped. 7-7. It's a squib right down the middle. Couple of
Burkmeyer.
broken tackles there.
It was Luke Burkmeyer on the return.
That was 12 on the tackle. Caden Reed.
So see if the offense can get back on schedule here a little bit after a really successful first drive.
There's
Yeah.
Luke Burkmeyer. Last Michael C. That's the joke, folks. That was the last thing Michael C. saw against North Royalton. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. That's Syriac. Miser's in the backfield. It's a handoff to Miser, left guard. Nice hole that time.
Yeah, nice job. Getting up in there for about a 8-yard gain.
DeShazo and Osborne on the tackle.
Old school grinded out football right here.
Actually, I think I got that wrong. I think that was Ashton Cassetto, the number 73 on the tackle. But a big gain there, 8 yards on first down. 2nd and 2, clock's running, 6:40, second quarter. The game's tied. Overthrows Syriac. That was 20 on the coverage.
That was a great coverage. I'd say, well, that was a pretty good throw. I mean, only guy could catch it was 5.
Carter Clark there.
He got a hand on it, but just out of his reach. I like that, though, on a 2nd and short. Take a little shot up the sideline.
6:35, the clock is stopped. We're on our own 37. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. And just spotting the ball. Turk split to the right, Syriac to the left, Miser in the backfield behind Janicus. 3rd and 2, clock's running inside 6:30 here in the second.
The ball's on the ground.
I don't think they knew it. Yep. Dropped right away from Casey. Dropped it right away. Nobody knew it was on the ground.
Yeah, well, again, that's a read play, and that mesh point, just some miscommunication at the mesh point where, Peyton is the decision maker. Is he pulling it or is he keeping it? And
DeShazo recovered that fumble.
That decision was made just a little too late, as you'll see.
So North Ridgeville will have the ball now, 1st and 10 on the Hornets 34. The defense is really going to have to step up here, Jay. And sideline warning for the Hornets, I think.
I believe that's our play clock operator. So it must have been a play clock issue.
Okay. 6:18, it's stopped. Again, Ridgeville has the ball, 1st and 10 on the 34. It's a handoff on the left-hand side. Pretty well defended that time. I think that was Sambor getting up out of there.
Another nice pickup by North Ridgeville on first down there.
2nd and 7 now. They're down to about the 31. Slot to the left, single to the right. It's a little buck handoff there, right, Jay?
Yep. 2 guards coming. The ball's following.
That was Howard on the tackle that time.
Rangers still pick up about 3 on that play, maybe 4.
So big play here. 3rd and 4. Rush
Get
to the line.
Quick, but watch for the hard count.
It's Barnhart, but he's held up. That's a good job there. Yeah. Oh, well, why are they not blowing the whistle?
I don't know, but that ball came out late.
What the heck?
We got a helmet on the field.
Yeah, that was like rugby. And eventually he gained about 3 yards there, so it's 4th and 1. I would think they're going for it here, right, Jay?
You know, I didn't see much of their kicking game in the film that I watched, but I would have to think that this is definitely 4-down territory. Now, unfortunate thing for them, 72, Cooper Riley's helmet came off. He's got to come off the field for a play.
Tim O'Rick came in for him. Slot to the left, single to the right. Barnhart's in the backfield. It's a handoff to him off the right guard. Yeah, I think he's got it, Jay.
Boy, it's going to be close. It's going to depend on the spot.
Wow, it's
this close.
You're right.
This near side, and it's Hornets football.
Wow, that's a huge stop. Can we get a replay on that, please, Brian?
That was Crutchley. I believe Tommy Shondell might have been the first man there.
Clock stop 4:34.
What a stand by the Highland defense.
Wow, we needed that after the turnover.
Let's take a look and see who first man there was. That's Tommy Shondell, and he did not get there. That's a good spot.
Yep. Yeah, the referee came right in. He did not hesitate. Now they're going to measure.
Asking for a measurement.
Okay. Well, we'll see when they stretch it out. Michael C. will get the shot for us. They're short by a half yard at least. Wow, that's a great, after the turnover, Jay, that's a great stop, right?
A great stop.
That's a big one we'll talk about later in the game, that's for sure.
Hornets need to use this momentum. Get the offense going here a little bit.
4:34, right? We need to play a little better football going into halftime here, right?
Absolutely.
Penalties, the fumble.
Right.
Need a good drive here.
Just clean it up a little bit.
So we got slot to the right, slot to the left. Miser's in the backfield. Looks like a blitz is coming. There's some motion. It's a double pass. He's got him. He's got him. Oh.
That was well designed, and I tell you what, Tommy Turk's throw just a little too in on the numbers as Syriac was running down the sideline.
Yeah, just as he was clearing the defensive back, right? But he couldn't quite get inside enough.
I like that call.
Yeah, that was a good.
That's a good spot for
Tommy
it there
Turk.
on a quick possession change. Trying to use the momentum in your advantage.
Clock is stopped. 4:26 here in the second. 2nd and 10 on the 24. Empty backfield. There's some motion. And there's
a
flag.
false start.
Yep.
It's a little bit of motion pre-snap. And again, these are the type of penalties you got to stay away from. You know, now
that's going to make it second and 15.
Just getting behind the sticks it's tough against a quality opponent.
As you said, this is not where we like to play from, these long yardage downs. 4:25, clock stopped. It's 7-7, Highland and Ridgeville. So Syriac's to the left here. Janicus basically in the empty backfield. He rolls right, rolling, throws. He's open. That's a great throw.
That was a nice throw.
That was Turk. He was covered by number 12, Caden Reed.
Just a quick little sprint out. You know, just let Peyton Janicus use his athleticism, move that pocket a little bit.
Yeah, good protection. 4:20, it's stopped now, but it's 1st and 10. We're out to the 35, our own 35.
And I know it was only 2nd down, but that's a big first down pickup after getting behind the chains there. So nice job by the Hornets.
Miser's in the backfield now. It's out to Silico, though, and he is met immediately. by number 81, Xavier Compton.
Yeah, that's well played. That being said, though, that's something that Coach Gibbons is filing away for coming back to a double move to that side. If they're going to trigger on that quick game like that.
5-yard loss there, so it's going to be 2nd and 15. The ball's all the way back. Clock is running inside 4 minutes. Back to our own 30. Trips to the right. Hand off to Miser. Gained a few, but
It's going to be 3rd and 13 here.
saw DeShazo getting off the bottom of the pile there. Yeah, this is a big one now. He only gained about 2 yards there, right?
Yeah, 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in the half. I'm sure North Ridgeville is looking to get a stop here and get the ball back with all 3 timeouts remaining as well.
Miser in the backfield. Slot to the right, single to the left. That's Silico in motion. Plenty of time. He rolls right. Gets the corner. Dives forward a little bit. Only gained about 5. So that'll make it 4th down and about 8. Here comes the punt team.
And the clock also stops on that. So 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Big punt here. Got to get a good one off.
Yeah, Carter Clark is back for North Ridgeville.
That's
It's
a better
good
punt.
Much better punt. Drives him back inside the 25. Breaks a couple tackles. He's got the corner.
There's going to be a block in the
There's
back.
a flag.
Going to be a block in the back. It's going to kind of negate a really nice return by Carter Clark there.
Either Evan Grant or Garrett Phillips, I think, on the tackle there.
The coverage team just a little too aggressive. Got to break down a little bit when you get there. Too many green jerseys
Somebody
running
had
by
a hand
him.
on him early, but
Yeah.
once he broke that tackle, he had some room. 2:42, the clock is stopped. Thanks again to our sponsor, J. Grandy Jewelers. We appreciate you. We'll talk a little bit about just before half. Stick around, folks. We will have the North Ridgeville Band and then the Pride of Highland Marching Band. You'll be able to watch both those performances. All right, Jay, 2:42, so now the defense really just has to shut them down here, right, before half. We don't want to go in down. Slot, double slot. It's motion by 8 across. It's a handoff to him. It's a good play there. That was Garrett Phillips, I think.
Coming
yeah.
out from a safety position, made a nice tackle there.
So clock is running, 2:25, second quarter. Hornets 7, Ridgeville 7. Trips to the right for Ridgeville, single to the left. It's a handoff on the right guard tackle area. And
North
that was,
Ridgeville
that was Barnhart again.
Yeah, they keep pushing that pile too. That's go from thinking it's a one yard gain turns into a 4-yard gain pretty quick.
Carson Noonan on that tackle. Clock is, why is the clock stopped? Timeout?
Timeout by North Ridgeville here.
So 2:06 the clock is stopped. Good, that'll give me a second, Jay. Jay, you know what holiday is right around the corner? Because I was out getting some discount Halloween candy. You know what holiday is right around the corner? It's already out. It's Christmas, of course.
Yeah, well,
right?
yep.
Christmas decorations are out.
My wife she wants to put
Yeah.
Christmas decorations up this week.
Well, I wanted to mention to you, J. Grandy Jewelers might be a good gift idea for you, Jay,
Hey.
for a Christmas present for Amy. Just throwing that out. She didn't put that in my head or anything, that right? But J. Grandy's has gifts for every budget, folks. They buy unwanted jewelry. They'll pay you for your gold if you want. Bring in your idea. They will help you make the jewelry. They'll take trade-ins of jewelry to apply towards purchase of something new. Hundreds of bridal and anniversary pieces in the store. And again, with Christmas only 7 weeks away, stop in there. With anything you might have to trade in or buy for the holiday. All right, 2:06. It's 3rd and 4. Motion. It's a handoff to 6. That's going to be close.
It's going to be close.
Couldn't see who made the tackle there, but
They might have to measure
And,
that one.
Yeah, they're going to call. Well, the chain gang's moving, but
Well,
the referees haven't made a decision
You know
yet.
what's funny is I saw the far side line judge is waving for him to move.
Yeah.
And
He basically called the ref in just to
Well,
call it a first down,
Well,
right?
the near side line judge
Yeah.
is asking for the ref to come
Right.
take a look.
Yeah, exactly.
Little miscommunication.
So
And let's talk about it again here for a
did
second.
they run the clock while they were delayed there? Because it's down to 1:33 and stopped. Yeah, they're not going to be sure where the clock was, I don't think. Well, it's 1st and 10, whatever it is, Jay, at about 30, Ridgeville's 32. He's going to put some time back on, I think is what he just said. Yep, there it is. So they're going to add 12 seconds back. 1:45 now. So are the timeouts left correct? I thought Ridgeville called one.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, so they only have 2 left. So now the clock is running, 1:45. They're at their own 32. Motion by number 6. It's play action, and he overthrew it. That was intended for Charlie Steinmetz, but overthrown. That'll stop the clock.
Nice coverage on that. Trying to get it out there quick to their playmaker on the sideline, see if he can make something go with his feet.
So 2nd and 10. Ridgeville 32. The clock is stopped at 1:36.
I would have to think we're going to see that scissors play again here before too long.
It's a pitch to the right. It's a double pass down the middle, and he overthrew him.
I'll tell you what, though, two green jerseys have him sandwiched. So, I know I've been saying all night, do your job, and that was a nice job.
Wallace and Crutchley, I think.
Both of those guys staying home, not getting nosy with what's going on in the backfield.
Well, I like this, actually. 3rd and 10, Jay. If we can get a stop here and we have some timeouts, right? Maybe get the ball back and
Yes.
and try to do something.
Yeah.
So there's your play, Jay. And this time they did a great job defending
Nice
it.
job. Coach Gibbons taking a timeout right away. Minute 23 left.
Yeah. That was Carson Noonan. Wrapped him up.
Great job by that defense right there.
Yeah, so I like this. They have to punt it now, right?
Yeah.
Minute 23. We have all of our timeouts left. I guess the question is, the punts have all been short here. All right, it's just crazy. I don't want to move Syriac up for it, right, and then have it over his head.
I'd move him up for it.
Yeah.
I mean, if it goes over his head and they down it over his head, that's what they're going to do anyway, right? If you play deep and let it roll, it's where it is. If you come up here in a position where you can catch it, make a play. If it gets by you, it gets by you.
So 4th and 7 at their own 35. Syriac is back at his 35.
Yeah, I think he's shallowed up about 10
yards at least, yeah. I'd be screaming for a fake here too, just to watch the fake, right, Jay?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, let Matt do his own thing if it is a punt. That kind of shanked it again. Yep. Down to the 28. Again, just kind of a crazy kick, right? Like not one he could field, even off the bounce or anything.
Yeah, and it's been interesting, too. The snaps, every single snap has got into that punter's chest. He's not catching it out front with his hands. I feel like his timing's off a little bit, but it's worked out for him. He's hitting the ball off the side of his foot, and he's getting 15 yards, 15, 20 yards a roll every time. But Hornets have the ball on the 26, 27-yard line with a minute 13 to go and 2 timeouts remaining.
So Syriac's to the right, trips to the left. Empty backfield. Janikis rolls to his left.
Really
He's
good
rolling,
protection.
rolling, throws short.
See, in that situation, I'd like to see him tuck it, take the 3 or 4 yards. Everything was covered up in that situation. Just tuck it, take the 3 or 4 yards, run out of bounds, protect yourself, but give yourself 2nd and 7 instead of 2nd and 10.
That was intended for Turk. He was well covered. Minute 8, the clock is stopped.
Twins down here near side. Miser in the backfield. Straight drop.
Gets forced out a little. Rolling right. Dumped it off quick. That was Silico again, but he was not expecting the ball, I think, from that distance, right, Jay?
Yeah, just a late kind of across his body throw.
So a minute 3 now. It's 3rd and 10. There's a blitz.
I think he was in the neutral zone, wasn't he?
I don't see a flag, though, do you?
I do
Boy,
not.
He had to be really close. So we run off the right-hand side.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, sure looked like he got in there, right?
I mean, he was coming in on a blitz, and his helmet was in the offensive backfield.
58 seconds now. The clock is stopped. Carter Clark is deep. Good snap.
Another nice kick.
Good end over end. Checked up a little bit. Let
it roll out.
Yep.
Let the clock keep running, too. Longer you don't touch it, longer that clock runs. Wait for them to blow their whistle.
There you go. 46 seconds. The clock is stopped. So they're back to their own 27. Be 1st and 10, Ridgeville.
Nice job there again by Tommy Turk in the punt game. Make Coach Tressel proud, right? His favorite play in all of football was the punt, I believe. So,
all right.
46 seconds. They've still got
I think they have 2 timeouts.
Got 2 timeouts left, so a lot of football to be played here yet. Stay disciplined, no big plays.
Trips to the left, single to the right. Barnhart's in the backfield. It's a bootleg. Double move there. And that was intended for 6, but well covered by Crutchley. I'm sorry, Garrett Phillips.
Yeah, it's Garrett Phillips.
That was intended for Steinmetz. Little double move there. The guy went over the top, and that guy came underneath.
Hornets secondary's done a really, really nice job with Crutchley and Phillips and Syriac, Timmy Wallace.
41 seconds. 2nd and 10 now on the 27. 2 and 17. Young and Anderson are split. It's a handoff to Barnhart off the left tackle. Hornets were ready.
That was a nice.
Yeah, I like that though, right? The line doing what they need to do, even when we're thinking,
wall.
hey, they're gonna,
build the wall.
Well, I mean, even as we're thinking, maybe they're going for a big play here at the end of the half, right? Not.
Do your job. Do your job.
So clock is running. It looks like Ridgeville's just going to let it run out. Under 20 seconds. Yeah, they're heading to the locker room. All right, folks. First thing, thank you again to Jay Grandy Jewelers. We'll talk about them a little in the second half. First, you'll see the North Ridgeville Band. Then you'll see the Pride of Highland Marching Band. And then Jay and I will be back to talk about the first half and what we think will happen in the second. Thanks for your support. Hope you're enjoying it at home. See you soon.
We should be at 11 down. You know, it's kind of like when things are marching band. Our field commanders for tonight are seniors Hunter Brooks, Mary Grace Edberg, and Yvonne Fan. Metalheads, are you ready to unleash the fury of metal mayhem on the field tonight? It's time to crank up the volume and bang your heads as our marching band takes you on a thrilling ride through the world of Metallica. Brace yourselves for a performance that will transport you to the darkest days of your dreams. Our band is ready to deliver a rendition of Enter Sandman that will leave you headbanging and shouting for more. Take you on a thrilling musical journey filled with powerful riffs and relentless energy. Hold on tight.
and gentlemen, we proudly present the 2023 Pride of Highland Marching Band! We open tonight's performance with a 1980 classic rock favorite from Pat Benatar. Here is Hit Me With Your Best Shot. We continue tonight's performance with One Direction's debut single from 2011. Here is What Makes You Beautiful. We close tonight's performance with a track off AC/DC's famous album, Back in Black. Here is the Pride of Highland Marching Band favorite, You Shook Me All Night.
welcome back, folks. Jay and Greg. Hope you enjoyed the bands there. Always a good little break for us to get at least stand up here in the press box and watch them, right, Jay?
Absolutely.
All right, let's talk about the first half. We got about a minute and a half. Ridgeville's just coming out. The Hornets are out warming up already. Let's talk about it, Jay. It's really been a battle of the defenses so far.
Yeah, and I think, maybe the most one of the more interesting stats is North Ridgeville has exactly 0 completions for exactly 0 yards in the passing game. So they've got 84 total yards, 84 rushing yards.
Right.
Offensively, Highland.
121 for the total. 40 of that is passes from Janicus on 6 of 10.
Yeah, 46, 6 of 10, 46 yards. I think it's a battle of the defenses. I mean, the long and short of it is both defenses have played well, and you really think about the way that the scores were made in that first half. Highland took the opening kickoff and drove 75 yards for an opening touchdown, and then North Ridgeville's score came when they got the ball in Highland's territory and had a short field to work with and hit them with that scissors play for a touchdown run. So, both defenses have done a really nice job, and it's going to be what adjustments can you make and where can you find yardage at here in the second half.
Right. The big thing for me, though, this feels a little bit like the Aurora game. We've made some mistakes, right? And
yes.
that's what's holding us back significantly. We talked about it. 3 big penalties, 2 big holding penalties, and a false start that put us at like 1st and 15, 2nd and 15, something like that. But the one holding penalty brought us back. I think Syriac was out at about the 10-yard line or something, right?
Yeah, I mean, essentially that was a 60-yard penalty at the end of the day.
Right. Plus the fumble. I forgot about the fumble.
Correct.
Too.
Yeah, and then we had a fumble on a bad mesh point. So, it's clean it up. Don't panic. But you got to clean it up. You got to play a little bit more clean. And we were talking about, especially in that second quarter, it felt like Highland was behind the sticks on every possession.
Right, which is not where we do not play well from there.
Right.
And, we look at our defense, 84 total yards in the first half. That's a good first half.
It's a fantastic first half.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the defense keeps doing what they're doing, but hopefully we'll see some adjustments on offense, mainly eliminating the mistakes.
Right.
It's still a perfect night out here, though. Just a little bit of breeze from the south. It's probably a little bit under 50 degrees, but no precipitation. So 7-7, folks. We got about 2 minutes here till the start of the half.
Yeah, and I know we were looking at some scores, and I know one score of interest, going into the winner of this game is playing the winner of the Avon Lake Anthony Wayne game next year at next week at a neutral site. And last update that I can find, 31-7, Anthony Wayne on top, and that was sometime in the second quarter. So Anthony Wayne firmly in control of that game. And I did see also around the county, Medina and Wadsworth.
15-12 Medina in that game, we heard.
Right, and then I saw that Norton and Buckeye tied at 14.
Let's see if we can get this in, Jay. Let's run the folks, this is our last broadcast here of the season, so let's run the seniors if we could. Brian, please.
Paige Janicus, senior, QB, the Sharon Elementary.
Tommy Shondell, senior, outside linebacker.
Brody Davis, senior, center.
Logan Waddell, senior, D-tackle.
Ben Fern, senior, left guard.
Matt Syriac, senior, corner.
Tommy Shondell, senior, tight end.
Jack Capitoso, senior, edge, the Sharon Elementary.
Tommy Turk, senior, wide receiver.
Jack Howard, senior, middle linebacker.
Matt Syriac, senior, receiver.
Jason Sambor, senior, outside linebacker.
Evan Grant, senior, running back.
Chase Crutchley, senior, safety.
Johnny Silico, senior, slot receiver.
Timmy Wallace, senior, corner, roll tide.
Jacob Smith, senior, right tackle.
Alex Curtis, senior, kicker.
Braden Shuck, senior, guard.
Okay, we're back, folks. Sorry we didn't want to interrupt that. That was a blast of our seniors. So Alex Curtis kicked off to about the 12. Callan Whitling came in there to make the tackle. That was good coverage that time, Jay.
Yeah, nice job. And Probably the best or the worst starting field position of the night for North Ridgeville.
So 1st and 10, they're at the 23. It's motion.
There's
the buck play to 8. That was well defended that time.
Nice job there by the Hornets, staying home.
Sambor on the bottom, and I think Zywick popped up off of there also. Something happened there. The players are pointing.
Yeah,
the running back a little extracurricular there.
You know what? But in those situations, get back to your huddle, get the play called. Let's go play football.
So 2nd and about 7. Trips to the right. It's a handoff inside. Again, well
Stacked
defended.
up again.
Yep.
So Ryan Zywick in there.
55, my bad. Waddell also coming off the bottom of the pile. So 3rd and 5, clock's running, about 11 minutes left. This is what I'd like here, Jay. A 3 and out, all right? Get the ball back, and let's go back to business. So slot to the right, slot to the left, single running back. It's a quick pass to number 8, but he was not ready for it.
Yeah, that was just a timing thing. I like that play. I like that route.
Andrew Ennis was the intended receiver, but it was behind him. He didn't have his head turned around.
Yeah, it looked like Watchhorn just maybe a little antsy to get that ball out of his hands.
So Syriac's back to receive it. It's 10:48 left here in the 3rd. Thanks again to our sponsor, J. Grandy Jewelers. We'll talk about them in a second. Syriac has moved up another 5 yards, Jay.
Yeah.
This time he's going to be able to field it. He fair catches it at about the 43.
That's a little more like it.
Yeah.
Starting at the 42.5-yard line and good field position.
That's a good place for us, right?
Yes.
Let's see what changes or what adjustments Coach Gibbons makes here coming out in the second half. 10:41, a nice 3 and out by the defense. Miser's coming out. He's the single running back.
I would have to think that this offense got challenged at halftime by the coaching staff.
Syriac split right. That's Miser, right up the middle. Huge hole, breaking tackles. That was number 11 on the tackle. It's a good thing he made that tackle or he's gone.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's the second one that Casey's been one man away from busting one.
Brett Leinert, that was a huge pickup. We're now down 1st and 10 at the North Ridgeville 40. Clock's running, 10:20. It's Miser again. He's a little bit of contact, but he breaks that. Bounces outside to the left, puts his head down.
Good tough run there by Casey Miser. Picks up about 8.
Xavier Compton on the tackle. Boy, that was a nice play by Casey because as soon as he had the ball, they were on him. But he broke that tackle and picked up a nice gain. It is 2nd and about 3. We're down to the North Ridgeville 33. Clock's running inside 10 minutes. Silico's split to the right, Syriac to the left. I think Grant's out there now. And Janicus threw him off. Nice hard count there. Yeah, that's Evan Grant in the backfield. So that'll be a 1st down.
All right, get synced back up here.
Got to move the chains first.
It's a nice job.
9:35, the clock is running, so it's 1st and 10 at the Ridgeville 28. Silico to the right, Syriac to the left, Grant in the backfield. It's a handoff to Grant off the left tackle. I like the little change in speed there, right? That's a good run from Evan.
Very nicely done.
Well blocked.
Yes, very well blocked, especially that left side of that offensive line.
I think that was Shondell out in the it's really a tight end, but he's in the backfield, right? Kicked the guy out.
Correct.
Grant cut off his butt. So 9:22, the clock is stopped. Down to the 22. 2nd and 4. Motion. It's a handoff. Ooh, that's a good tackle.
That's a nice tackle.
23.
Tyler Paragord with a nice stick on that play.
So the clock's running just a little over 9 minutes. No gain on that play at all. 3rd and 4. Miser's back in the game.
Four down territory, I would
Yeah,
think
I would think
here. So you need to get 2 or 3 here. Give yourself a really nice shot on a 4th down if needed.
Tried the hard count again. Now it's Miser, left guard. Dives forward. It's going to be close.
I think
That was Tyler Paragord again. Hit in the backfield. He might be just short.
I think he's going to be just short.
Somebody's down.
That's Miser.
That is Miser. Limping a little bit. He's up on his own. So that means Evan Grant will come back into the game for the Hornets. Clock is stopped, 8:29 here in the third. All right, so we're about a half yard here, right, Jay? We're going to call it 4th and 1. Gosh, that's a... All right, so here comes Zywick. Go with the heavies. Silico's out, Zywick's in. Grant in the backfield for Casey Miser. That's a big changeup, right? Because this would be Miser's ball for sure.
Sure.
It's a blitz. They hand it to Grant. It's a nicely blocked.
Yep.
Yeah.
Found a nice little sliver to get through. Nice pick up there. Nice job moving the chains.
I think that was DeShazo and Jeremy Michael on the tackle. 8 minutes. Clock is running. 1st and 10 now on the Ridgeville 16. Wheel route, Jay. Wheel route. Here we go. Evan Grant breaks a tackle there from Michael. Jeremy Michael had him in the backfield. Evan broke that tackle.
Nice job finding a couple yards there. Picks up about 3 on the play.
Second and 7. Clock's running. 7:20 left in the third. We're on the 14-yard line. Turk to the right, Syriac to the left. Evan Grant in the backfield with Janicus. There's motion, that's Turk. Janicus keeps it, makes a nice cut. He's got the corner. That was 81 on the tackle, but not until that was Xavier Compton who caught him finally at about the 2-yard line, Jay.
Yeah, that's a big play. Get it to 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice run there.
Really nice. Nice read there by Peyton Janicus.
Clock is stopped at 6:59 here in the third. It's 1st and goal at the 4. Just a single to the right. That's Janicus.
Got a hole.
Huge hole. Yeah, he read that well, right?
He did. Nice pull there. That's a huge drive for the Highland Hornets.
Yeah. 3 and out, and then so that's a 4-yard touchdown run for Peyton Janicus.
So Highland has scored on their opening drives of each half. Opening offensive drives, obviously, of each half.
6:54. The Hornets are up 13-7. Here's Kwiatkowski for the kick. Janicus is holding. It's good. So Hornets 14. Rangers 7, 6:54 in the third. That's big momentum there, Jay.
Check
right?
out this replay.
Here's the replay. Grant goes to the right. And that's a huge hole.
That was sealed off on the edge by,
I'm guessing that was Shondell probably, right?
I believe
on the wing there.
I believe that's correct. So really nice job on that first offensive possession for the Hornets.
All right. The Hornets will kick off right to left. Clark, Ennis, and I'm not sure on the other. That might be Paragord back there. So Alex Curtis to kick. Let's see what. I'm glad to get the defense back out there, right, Jay?
Yes.
That turned the game around for us there, a little momentum.
Yes. Nice boot.
To the 5. Right up the middle. And he's met it at the 20.
Nice coverage.
Callan Whitling with the tackle there. Nice hit. All right, I take back what I said about Alex in the first half. That was a better kick.
You gonna let him?
Yeah.
You gonna let him sleep in his bed tonight?
I might even get a piece of pizza for him and make sure that he gets some food tonight. All right, I like that though. That's good coverage. That's what we've been. We've had some trouble with that all year.
We have, and honestly, these last couple games, I feel like that's been cleaned up pretty well, and it's nice to see that.
So we got twins and 2 running backs this time. It's a handoff, right guard. That's the first carry for that player. Let me see if I can get the number on that.
Carson Mattis, I believe, number 1, I think.
I think
number
it's
7.
Number 7.
Tavion Swain.
Yeah, so they came out with the 2 running backs, and he went off the right tackle, gained maybe a yard, maybe 2. 6:20, the clock is running.
There's a replay of the.
That was Miser's touchdown in the first half.
First touchdown of the game.
Yep, they come out in the same formation again, right? It's a double handoff again. It's the buck play. Yep. That's 6 on the carry. That's Steinmetz.
And again, I love seeing the adjustments that this Highland defense can make.
They are pumped up. The defense is really pumped up right now. Under 6 minutes in running. It's going to be 3rd and about 9. They're at the 21. Here's the crowd now. You can see our camera vibrating, folks. That's the crowd getting excited.
And I think it's just so important, like we were talking the first half about being disciplined, do your job. Everything that's happening in the backfield's just a bunch of window dressing.
Trips to the left. It's a straight drop. It's flushed. He throws long. Oh, there's a flag, I think.
It's intercepted by Garrett Phillips.
But there's going to be a call.
Yes.
Yeah. Wallace and Austin Young got tangled up at about the 33-yard line.
I'd like to see that again because that looked pretty incidental to me. It's not like a play was being made on a ball. Unless they hit him with
the interception there. I was watching the play.
Garrett Phillips, number 22.
Are they talking about it? Nope, they called. It's on them. Holding.
We're going to offsetting holding penalties. We're going to replay that down.
All right. Well, that's fortunate there, right? I think for us, because that would have been 1st and 10 for them if that's on us for a hold, right?
Correct.
So 5:19, the clock is stopped. So it'll be 3rd and 9 again. Shout out to our sponsor, J. Grandy Jewelers. Folks, please support our sponsors. That's the only way we're able to put this together all year. Jay and I have loved it all 7 games. Here we go. Number 8 in motion. It's a backside
throwback screen, and Highland was all over it.
Zach Barnhart caught it, but he was down immediately. He actually probably lost a yard. It'll be 4th and 10. So there was motion left, a bootleg, trying to set up a screen. Is there a flag down?
No, it's just, little extracurriculars after the play. That's something I'd like to see get.
Clock's running.
Let's get that shut down right now.
Clock's running a little over 5 minutes. So, look at Syriac now, Jay.
Yeah.
Right?
Just go catch the football. Keep it in front of you.
Finley Keller's back to kick. The snap's a little low. He gets it out. That's even shorter than Syriac was. So it's going to be right on the 50. Down by number 81, Xavier Compton.
So again, great field position for the Hornets to start this drive.
All right, let me get a shout out here real quick, Jay, to J. Grandy Jewelers. Like I said, this is our, 7th game this year. We love being here. I know the crew loves doing it. We hope you love it at home. J. Grandy Jewelers, they repair any fine jewelry. If you have any heirloom jewelry, anything, any damage to a ring sizing, stone replacement, they can put together, they can take your chains and put them back together, restyle your jewelry to update to a newer style. Bring it in, they'll evaluate it, price it, work something out on a trade-in, trade your old jewelry for new. They also have a lot of watch pieces like Rolex and Omega. Thanks again to them. Slot to the left. Grant's in the backfield. 446, right at midfield. It's a handoff to Grant. He goes off the right guard. Going to fall forward for almost 5 yards.
Good pickup on first down.
I think that was Carson Mattis who made the tackle from behind. So that's 4 yards on the first down. Clock is running. 2nd and 6 will be at the Ridgeville 46.
See the Hornets taking a shot here.
Yeah, this is the spot we like it, right? Between the 40s.
Yep. And you're getting
Syriac's out here on the left.
Yeah, you're getting him manned up on the outside.
There's the blitz. It's play action, and that's exactly the call, Jay. He goes, he's got him. Yep. Jay Grissom, ladies and gentlemen. We may have seen a little bit of football this year. We may know. I think we should. Maybe Michigan will hire us.
Yes.
To call from the sideline,
that's
right?
True.
All right.
Hey, what a great throw.
Yeah.
What a great throw by Peyton.
Yeah.
Nice route there.
Well, the good throw is there, right? Syriac can run. Just throw it up and let him go get it.
Let him go
right?
run
It doesn't
underneath
have to be right on him.
That's
but
right.
Syriac gets in man coverage. He beats him on the post just like we've seen early this year. But, again, between the 40s, we love that play. 3:57. The Hornets are now up 20-7 over North Ridgeville. Kwiatkowski's in for the kick. Janikis with the hold. That's a good kick. It's 21 Hornets, Ridgeville 7. Jay, that is the way to open the quarter, right?
That is just
Here's
outstanding.
the replay. Little play action.
Good protection.
Even against the blitz. Just throws it up, puts some air under it. Yep.
Well done.
Got behind the safety. And that was the good thing there with the play action, right? Held the safety for a second so Matt could get behind him. He can beat the cornerback all day.
Right. Correct.
All right. That's a good way to open it up. Folks, before we have the QR code, Brian. Folks, there's the QR code that's on the HLS.media page. If you enjoyed what we've put out all year, again, the Highland Boosters and our sponsors are the one picking up the cost. But if you're sitting at home tonight, go to the QR code. Send us $10 to help us offset the costs. We appreciate you supporting it. Jay and I love being up here. We hope you're enjoying it at home. Use the QR code. It's there the whole time. Just send us, $10, $20. It doesn't go to me and Jay. It goes into the boosters. And all that money, I can tell you, folks, as being a member of the boosters, every dime we raise goes back to the student athletes at Highland for programming like this, uniforms, everything like that. All right, here's Alex Curtis for the kick. 3:57. Sorry, Jay, go ahead.
Well, I just want to thank you guys for everything you do for our programs, definitely.
A little bit under that one that time. He's at the 10. That's number 8. Right up the middle again. And looks like he's out to about the 27. That was Andrew Ennis.
I do want to mention real quick, Carson Kwiatkowski, that was his 65th. He's 65 for 65 on extra points. That ties the school record for a single season.
Wow, that's just crazy. That's crazy numbers, right?
And he tied the school record that was set in 13 games by Avery Gurney. So just an outstanding season for that young man.
He's had a great,
I think he needs to be
great
mentioned.
job. All right, 3:48. Are they marking off a penalty?
They are.
It's a big one. I didn't see what happened, but that's... And there's another penalty. What is going on? So there was some type of unsportsmanlike on Highland, I think, Jay. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike again. Somebody must have said something to the ref.
These are situations. You've just taken a 2-score lead.
Ugh.
You can't give a team 30 yards on their next possession.
So we go from the 27, their 27. They're going to be all the way now to our 43-yard line. Well, all right. So here comes Ridgeville. Single to the right, trips to the left, single in the backfield. It's a handoff to him. Actually, trouble with the snap there. The Hornets are all over it. Couldn't tell if he was trying to pull it out, and that was Barnhart with the carry. Got about one.
I look like maybe a little bit of a rough mesh point on that play as well. A little bit of indecision, and that's all caused by penetration in the middle of that defensive line from Zywick and Waddell.
Slot to the left, single to the right, 2 running backs. That's number 10 in a quarterback, Jay.
It is.
And he needs a keeper. Cole Miller. Only picked up about 2 yards there.
I did not see Brendan Watchhorn get injured that I'm aware of.
He's out, though, right? Because he's Cole Miller's coming back.
They're down an 8.
2:40, and the clock is running here in the third. Barnhart's in the backfield. Trips to the right. There's another flag. This time it's on, I see something going on the sideline, on the Ridgeville sideline. Sideline warning on Ridgeville. Getting a little chippy out there, Jay.
Yeah, and like I say, I feel like these are situations. I love playing with passion. I love all that stuff, but you've got to stay within yourself.
Jay, they're telling me we have 473 out there right now. I don't feel nervous, do you? But the crowd's ready to go here, 3rd and 8. Number 8 in motion. It's a play action. He's chased down.
That ball's out.
Waddell.
And that's Waddell covered it up.
Yep. I didn't see who caught him, did you? From the backside.
I believe it's Jack Capitosto.
Yeah, he's pumped up. Jack chased him down, knocked the ball out.
Big play right there.
Coach Myers fired up now. He even took his hat off. That's a big one. Here's the replay.
Yeah, Jack shot a gap there. Heads up play by Waddell to get on that football.
All right, so a big turnover there now. Now we can blow the game open here, right, Jay?
Hornets starting at the 50. There's an opportunity to do that.
2:14, the clock is stopped. We're right at midfield. Slot to the left. Janicus keeps it, a little bit of a hole, makes a nice cut, bounces it outside. Needs to cover the ball up.
Nice pickup on first down. Starting to see the offensive line, starting to see a little bit more push.
Ashton Cassetto on the tackle there.
And doing a little bit better job of getting to linebackers and getting them cut off. And that's turning 3-yard runs into 6- and 7-yard runs.
So Grant's in the backfield. Syriac split to the left. Turk to the right. That's Grant off the left side. Goes forward for a couple.
3rd and 2.
Clock's running, 1:30 here in the third. Grant loses his helmet.
Comes the heavy package.
Who's coming in for running back? Does Grant have to leave? Garrett Phillips just came on.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 2. Clock is running, just a little over a minute left in the third quarter here.
Big down here.
Turk to the left, Syriac to the right. It's a keeper. It's going to be close.
I don't think he got there.
I think you're right. 73 again, 22.
There was some good penetration initially that made him bow that a little deeper into the backfield than he wanted. They were trying to just go quarterback power off tackle, and
yeah, he got slowed for a second. Somebody was right at his ankles right off the bat. So 4th and 1. We're at the 41 of Ridgeville. Here comes the heavy. Here comes Zywick. And Grant come back in. That looks like Evans back in there.
I think.
Single to the left. Heavy package for the Hornets. Is a straight handoff off the left tackle. Big hole.
That's Garrett Phillips.
Yes, it is. That was a good run.
And I'm fairly certain that's his first carry of the season.
So the clock stops on the first down for a minute. We're at 46 seconds here in the third. It'll be 1st and 10 now at the Ridgeville 39. Thank you, Andrew, 34. Turk to the right, Syriac to the left.
Another good time for a shot play.
It's a good run again, but there's a flag
coming in.
It's probably going to be a hold again.
It's definitely in the area of a hold.
Yep.
Yeah, these penalties are
That's unfortunate because that was a good run on first down.
Yeah, and these penalties are starting to stack up a little bit on the Hornets. Just a little more sloppy than we're used to seeing with the penalty flags tonight.
So the clock will run 20 seconds and counting. They don't have to run a play here. I think they're going to stay in the huddle.
I wouldn't run one here. 1st and 20, flip the field.
All right, let's talk about Jay Grandy Jewelers real quick, Jay. Again, I want to thank them for sponsoring our game this week. As I mentioned before, Emily Grandy manages the Medina location. That's the one at River Styx. She's responsible for growing the custom jewelry creations department. For one-of-a-kind pieces, come in and see Emily. You can meet her any day, Tuesday through Saturday, at the Bueller's Plaza Medina location. That number is 330-952-2829. There's also the Worcester location. Stop in if you're looking for whatever it is. Bridal pieces, updating a piece, trading in pieces, those kind of things. Please, and again, I had mentioned watches, Rolex and Omega, plenty of gift choices for you there too. Please support the folks that support the Highland Athletic Boosters.
It's a great place. We've used it a number of times. Actually, my wedding band, straight from
Very nice.
From Jay Grandy, as well as my wife's.
Also, folks, go to the HighlandAthleticBoosters.org website. You'll find our car raffle there due to the generosity of Medina Auto Mall. We've got a brand new 2023 car. You can buy a ticket for $20 and win a $30,000 car, Jay, for $20. We get
nice little Christmas.
And every penny on that, due to the generosity of Medina Auto Mall, goes back to the boosters also. So thank you to them. All right, here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. Slot to the left. There's motion. It's a handoff, sweep.
It's Turk, and they had that stacked up real quick.
That was a great play there by 22.
It's going to be a loss of
Nate Bober.
About 6 on that play.
Yeah, really good penetration there. Also, folks, as I mentioned, go to the HLS.media page. If there really are 473 of you out there, please go to the QR code. If you liked our product tonight, if you're sitting at home in your living room, throw $10 to the Highland Athletic Boosters. There's the QR code, and we will spend that on behalf of the Highland athletes. 11:25, clock's running, trips to the left. Straight drop, but it's a swing pass. They're ready for that again.
There's going to be a face mask. That's going to be a free first down.
Okay.
That's got to be a 15-yarder. He got spun around by his mask.
That was Tyler Paragord, who made good penetration, but caught him on the face mask as soon as he caught it.
That's a brutal penalty in that spot on second and...
It's a triple flag. Yeah. Is there any important?
I think
you don't see that very often.
Everybody saw it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so the clock is stopped. 11:17 here in the fourth quarter.
I don't understand why this is taking so long.
Yeah, I mean that was an obvious one, right?
He got spun around by his face mask.
Personal foul, face mask. There we go. I don't know. Andrew's upset about the call. He wants an immediate 15 yards, or maybe more, because there's 3 flags. Appreciate you having you here, Andrew. So that's a big play for us. Down to the Ridgeville 30 now. Wait a minute. Now the sticks say it's second down, though, Jay, and he's not even at the right spot. Is he?
He is.
2nd and 6, is that correct? There's no first down on a 15-yard personal foul?
It is not.
Okay. Silico in motion, handoff right.
That's
nice
a first
hole,
down.
and he's got the corner.
That's a touchdown.
And he is in.
Evan Grant.
Evan Grant. There's a counter of our own, Jay.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a nice play.
Again, offensive line imposing their will a little bit there.
Got him watching Silico. Nice hole on the right. Grant gets to the outside, and they're not going to catch him there. 11-10 now. Clock is stopped in the 4th. Hornets 27, Ridgeville 7. Carson Kwiatkowski's in with Janicus holding. And it's good.
Hey, congrats on setting a new school record, new single-season school record for Carson.
What is that number again? Because that's a crazy number of touchdowns in
I
a
think
season,
that
Jay.
makes it 66 on the year.
Crazy.
For
Here's
him.
the replay. Syriac got out in front of him there. Not going to catch him. All right. So, Jay, that's the way to break it open, right? Just 40 or 50 seconds into the 4th quarter there. 28-7. Now the defense has to get a little fired up and just knock it out of here, right?
Yeah, and you know, a lot of emotion on that field right now. Everybody's got to get your heart rate back down a little bit and settle in, stay disciplined, keep doing what you've been doing defensively, and finish this thing off.
So Carter, Ennis, and I think it's Joey Wilson are back.
Hey, did I hear Shelly Butcher was sponsoring this kickoff?
Oh, I believe. Yeah, it's the first kickoff of the 4th quarter.
First kickoff in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, Shelly Butcher, thank you very much again for sponsoring.
Yeah.
And we got to mention the Highland Foundation also. They got a big event coming up a week from Saturday, folks. Please support the Highland Foundation also. They do a lot of great work educationally in the district. Here's Alex Curtis for the kick.
Nice boot. Really nice boot.
To the 10. Nice hit. That was Callan Whitling again.
Callan Whitling having a nice game on special teams tonight.
I think Callan Whitling's going to earn a stripe off of special teams play this week, wouldn't you say?
I would have to think so.
Well done. So,
hey, and a nice kick there by Alex Curtis into the wind, down to the 10-yard line.
I like it. All right, 1st and 10 at the 20. 11:03 in the 4th quarter. Motion.
Little counter. Hornets all over
the
it.
Hornets are all over it at this point. Jay, it almost seems like we have worn down their offensive and defensive lines a little bit, wouldn't you say?
I think physically, yes, but I think mentally as much as anything, just staying home and doing your individual job and building that wall. Watchhorn has re-entered the game at quarterback for North Ridgeville.
Little swing pass. That's the one they couldn't complete earlier in the game. Nice move there by number 8. Tackled from behind.
It's Capitosto coming from his defensive end position to run him down.
That was the play they couldn't hit before, so that was actually a pretty good play to Andrew Endis. That'll be a first down all the way out to the 33.
Is that the first completed pass of the game?
Is that their first pass, Andrew? First pass? Second, he says. It's a keeper. Dives forward. That was Watchhorn. Clock's running a little over 10 minutes. Looks like he picked up about 4 there, Jay.
Yeah, good read on that. Getting 4 yards on first down.
Clock's running under 10 minutes. I think Ridgeville needs to pick up the pace a little bit, don't you, Jay? At this point, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they got to.
There's motion. It's a handoff.
Is that Jason Sambor?
That was Jason. He stayed home, right?
Yes.
Waited on him. Met him right in the hole. Gained about a yard.
Really
so it's going to
nice
be
job.
3rd and 5. Clock's running. 9:25 here in the 4th. Trips to the right, single to the left, single running back. Straight drop. Yep.
And that's Waddell from his defensive tackle position.
Yeah, that's a great play. Good coverage sack there. He had nowhere to throw it.
Yeah, they were trying to get a deep post on the left side of the formation, and Syriac running stride for stride.
So they lost 7 on that play. It'll be 4th and 12. 8:50 the clock is stopped. Syriac will be back for the punt. Finley Keller to kick it. It's another kind of crazy squib. It's going to go out of bounds at about the Highland 45-yard line. Another great job. Boy, Coach Meyer has got the defense fired up, Jay.
They have they've carried this team all year long, and tonight is no exception. Just done an outstanding job. I like to see this offense grind out a possession.
I just got an update on the Anthony Wayne game. They're up 38-7 late in the third quarter. Thank you to my friend Tom for that update. The Medina score is currently 19-15 late in the third quarter. Sorry about that.
Evan Grant on the carry off the left side. Picks up about 5.
Clock's running, a little over 8 minutes left. So assuming the Anthony Wayne score holds, Jay, that's who we would see next week at a neutral site, assuming we can hold on here, 28-7, right?
Yeah, that'll be interesting matchup.
2nd and 5 for the Hornets at midfield. Shout out to my friend Claire Malone. I hear she's out there. She can hear my voice. Hi, Claire. I miss you. Play action, quick pass. That was defended pretty well, actually.
It was, but, I like that little 5-yard pickup.
Yeah, that was Turk, who on the reception. Josh Arvanites was out there trying to hold the corner for him to get around there. If he gets around the corner, he's probably gone.
Just a 5-yard stop right up the hash. Peyton put it right on him.
Yep. 7:30 the clock's running. It's 1st and 10. We're at the Ridgeville 45. Boy, Wadsworth's staying in that game, though, right?
They are up 19-15.
I just got another update from Tom. Thank you. It's 45-14 in the Anthony Wayne game, so they're in control there. There's Grant right up the middle. There's a flag
ball
coming
came
in
out.
again.
Ball came out, and North Ridgeville has recovered.
That's Shane Osborne that's on the ball. He's getting up a little slow. I think he might have just fallen on the ball. Although he is limping a little, but he's off on his own power, folks. 7:07, the clock is stopped. So the defense is back out on that fumble. I assume that was Grant.
It was.
Ball is on the Ridgeville 44. They'll have it 1st and 10. Trips to the right. Barnhart's the sole running back. Quick little screen to the wide receiver. Cuts it inside.
Be very close to a first down, maybe about a yard shy.
I think that was 6. Charlie Steinmetz. 2nd and 1, clock's running, 6:40. Hornets 28, North Ridgeville 7. It's the buck play. Breaks a tackle, another one's saved. Is that Crutchley again
It's
down
Crutchley coming up, getting a shoestring.
Yep. That was Steinmetz again. He made a nice play there for the first down. So we'll be down to the Hornets 39 now. Clock's running. That's Steinmetz in motion. It's a handoff to him. Right tackle. Another good run from Steinmetz.
Flag coming in here.
So the clock will stop, 6:11. Steinmetz picked up about 7 yards there. Another personal foul. all the way down to the 17-yard line.
Got the Hornets for a face mask, I believe.
Clock's running a little over 6 minutes. It'll be 1st and 10. It's a handoff to 7 off the right side. Pretty good job by the Hornets that time. That's Tavion Swain.
Like Noonan, Sambor in on that stop for the Hornets.
Well, I don't really mind this, Jay, right? The clock is running.
Hey.
They're down 3 scores.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not playing with enough, right?
I mean,
priority here, right? They got to get going.
I agree.
It's a handoff again to Swain. He's met in the backfield. Swallowed up. He's not going to gain anything there.
Zywick, Noonan, Waddell. Jack Howard in there as well. They're down at 8.
5 minutes. Clock's running. Trips to the left. It's that little screen again. Defended better this time. That was Ennis again. We're under 5 minutes now. It's going to be 4th down and about 6. 5. All right, big play here. Watchorn comes in with the play. Got 2 running backs in the backfield. Looks like Anthony Irwin's back there. He's rolling right. He dumps it off. That's 6 with a catch. That's Sambor.
Yes, it was.
Yep, well done there. All over him on that play. That was Charlie Steinmetz with the reception, but that'll turn it over on downs.
Ben Badeau break. Nice job by the Hornet defense getting the ball back.
Yeah, the defense has just been phenomenal tonight, Jay, right?
They have.
The only touchdown they gave up, like you mentioned earlier, was on the short field.
And this is it's not an easy offense to play against with all the misdirection and they got a lot of moving parts, and they've done a nice job staying disciplined and getting the job done tonight.
Grant's in the backfield with Janikis. 2 wideouts. That's Grant right up the middle.
Carson Mattis in there on the stop.
Shazo also. Clock's running, 4 minutes. Well, I think Grant just came out. Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, that's
Garrett Phillips back there, right?
It is.
Yeah. So Syriac comes to the right. 3.5 minutes left. It's the handoff to Phillips off the right side. (73, 74, and 11 there. Sorry. Brett Leinerth.
Shane Osborne and Ashton Cassetto.
I haven't coughed on the mic all year, Jay. Here we are in the last 3 minutes of the last game. Folks, as I've mentioned many times, Jay and I love being up here. We've got a great crew. Brian, Eric, Nate, Andrew, Michael C's down there. Brianna's not with us this week, but we love being here. We hope you've enjoyed it all season. We're under 3 minutes. There's motion by Turk. Handoff inside. That's Phillips again.
I think he's going to be just short.
And timeout Ridgeville. But as I mentioned, we love being up here. We hope you've loved listening to us all season. We've had some fun, that's for sure, right, Jay?
Absolutely.
I don't know what I'm going to do next Friday. I mean, you and I will be at a football game, but maybe we'll just wear headsets and talk to each other.
Just talk to each other.
Yeah.
Well, nobody wants to listen to us anyway,
well,
so
that's
might as well just
fine.
listen to each other.
The crazy part is we've gotten pretty good on calling the plays from up here, right, after watching Highland football all season.
I know this is my dad's least favorite camera.
Oh, I hate it.
He's got
Folks, like I mentioned, if you're out there listening, support the Highland Athletic Boosters. If you sat home tonight and listened to Jay and I and you're not sick to your stomach, go ahead and send us $10. We'll spend it well. I guarantee you. Back this year alone, I think we'll have new uniforms for like 12 teams. Jay, I know baseball and softball. Baseball might be close to your heart, I hear.
Yeah, well, I got a little soft spot for those guys.
Yeah. So, but I think 12 teams will have received new uniforms that the boosters have picked up the tab for, plus a bunch of other stuff. So please support us. All right, here we go. 2:44. The clock is stopped.
Trying a hard count here.
Yeah, they're just trying to draw them off.
Take a timeout and punt it away.
Yeah, here comes. They had Turk and Syriac off there. So 2:44. The clock is stopped. Big thank you again to Jay Grandy Jewelers. This is actually the third game they've sponsored for us this year, Jay. We had 2 games earlier in the season, so we really appreciate the support from the famous Mrs. Grandy, and I guess her husband too. I know John listens back. That's why I gotta say something about him. But thanks to everybody who's texted us, came up to us, and told us that they've enjoyed it. Jay and I really love being up here. We screwed up last week. Jay and I actually had a fan here live in the booth, and we didn't get a picture with him. We're sorry about that. If you're out there listening, come on back. We'll take a selfie. All right,
I'm sure
Jay,
that's exactly what he wanted to.
Yeah, on the road now if we win this, and again with Anthony. Good gravy. What is it?
Anthony Wayne.
I did it. Oh, there's Brian. I hope Brian Borla was listening. I just got another good gravy in. 45-14. So Anthony Wayne will certainly hold on in that game, I would think. All right, 4th and 1.
Well, they are going to go for it.
And they drive it forward. And that's a first down. So 2:40 left, and the Hornets are going to run it out. Now, folks, we will not be back here next week. There will be no live stream. We will not be at home. That will be a neutral site game. That is basically the semifinal for Region 6. So that will be somewhere between Toledo and here, most likely, right, Jay?
Yeah, and I know these last 2 years we've played Toledo Central Catholic. One year we were at Sandusky. One year we were at Bellevue. So I imagine we'll be somewhere out that direction.
Clock is running, a little over 2 minutes left. It's 1st and 10 Hornets. Want to get a shout out also to our athletic director, John Bailey, and Amy Grissom. You may have heard of her, who works in the athletic director's office. They really support us all year long too, Jay. So there was a short rush there, and now flags are flying from everywhere. The back judge had a flag. The referee had a flag. 2:01, the clock is stopped. Hopefully we don't get into any kind of fight finish here, right, Jay?
No, that's not going to happen. It's that dangerous part of the game where the Hornets have something to play for. And
my friend Jim Lawrence just updated me from Wadsworth. It is 22-19. Medina is leading the Wadsworth game with 6:23 left in the game. That's at Wadsworth. That must be a heck of a ball game if Medina only scored 22. Offsetting personal fouls there, Jay. And now there's timeout Ridgeville, 2:01. So it'll be 1st and 10 again. Want to thank the crew again who's with us all year long. Brian and Eric, Brianna, Nate on the camera, my man Andrew here on the stats. We love you, Andrew. he just waved, folks. He doesn't know he's not on camera. Michael C., we appreciate them also. There's everybody there. So 1st and 10 here, Jay. I think we can run it out, right? I think, what do they have left? 2 timeouts now, Ridgeville?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to get one more first down.
Just like Chad Meyer coming out of the break right there. 2 minutes and 1 second to go in this ball game. Highland 28, North Ridgeville 7. Mike will keep Chad Meyer joining you from Highland High School here.
Single split left and right. North Ridgeville sends everybody.
Stacked up quick.
So that was Grant on the carry. Looks like he lost. No. He gained about a half yard. So it'll be 2nd and 10. The clock is running under 140.
No timeout taken. I think North Ridgeville may have decided.
Right. Well, Jay, a slow first half. We talked about it, right? But second half came out.
Yeah, I love the way they responded. You know, an ugly first half, and able to come out in the second, put 3 scores on the board, and put this one to bed. And then, you know, like you've said, you know, defense just continuing to do what they've done all year. So, just a really, really solid effort in the second half.
So clock's under 1 minute. Highland's in the victory formation, folks. Thanks again for tuning in.
Definitely some things to clean up, you know.
Well, again, a little sloppy in the first half. Some penalties, the turnover. Can't have that next week, right? That's not going to fly.
You're not going to get away with that against Anthony Wayne.
They're the number 2 seed. That's not going to work. So that's going to be it. Final score is going to be Hornets 28, North Ridgeville Rangers 7. Jay, it has been my pleasure, my friend. I enjoy being up here with you.
I love it.
I know you people, everybody think we're crazy. We talk football during the week to get ready for this. But thanks again for everybody tuning in. Thanks again to the crew.
Yes, thanks, guys. We appreciate it.
All right, that's it. We're signing off.
Till next time.
Yeah, thanks you all. Thanks again to Jay Grandy Jewelers.